Welcome back, it's 9, and today we have a big PS5 video, as we do almost every day nowadays, and we are discussing backwards compatibility. They have finally outlined backwards compatibility when it comes to the PS4 games over on the PS5, and this is all official, all straight from the PlayStation blog, and we're also going to be going over some comments Jim Ryan had to say on the PS5's value, feeling that it's obvious and he wants to excite fans worldwide. Now, before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get right into it. Starting with this PS blog post, it says, PS4 games on PS5, your top questions answered. When the PlayStation 5 launches this November, more than 99% of the 4,000 plus games available on the PS4 will be playable on the PS5. We know you have questions about how PS4 games will work on PS5, so here's a quick overview on some common questions we've seen from the PlayStation community. What console generation games are supported with PS5's backward compatibility feature? We are focused on the huge catalog of games on the PlayStation 4, and we are pleased that more than 99% of PS4 games will be playable on PS5 on day one. This includes games that have defined the PS4 generation, from critically acclaimed PlayStation exclusives like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima to blockbuster hits from our third-party partners. What is the difference between playing PS4 games on the PS5 Digital Edition console versus the PS5 console with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive? The gaming experience on both models will be the same. However, how you access the content to play will differ. PS5 Digital Edition, you will be able to play digital versions of your compatible PS4 games on the PS5 Digital Edition console. These will be compatible PS4 digital games you have already purchased or plan to purchase via PlayStation Store on PS4, PS5 web, or PlayStation mobile app. Since there is no disc drive, you won't be able to play your PS4 disc-based games on the PS5 Digital Edition, and that kind of seems like common sense, right? And with the PS5 Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive, you can play digital versions of your compatible PS4 games you downloaded from PlayStation Store on PS4, PS5 web, or PlayStation mobile app, and you can also use physical PS4 game discs. So this kind of seems common sense to me, at least for those two things. When you sign in to PS5 with your account for PlayStation Network, you will automatically see your library of played PS4 content through the menu. So it's cool to see that we're not going to have to worry about having to go through the website to download it on our PS5. It's just going to be straight on the website. I know there was some sort of rumor saying that that was the case, but clearly that's been debunked, as we all kind of expected anyway. It says, be sure to keep the PS5 console updated to the latest system software update available and apply all available game patches to the game. What is the PS4 game experience like on PS5? And this is a big question that a lot of us have been wondering. So PS4 titles get even better on PS5. Select PS4 titles will see increased loading speeds on the PS5 console and will also leverage Game Boost, offering improved or more stable frame rates. Some titles with unlocked frame rates or dynamic resolution up to 4K may see higher fidelity. Additionally, PS4 games will also take advantage of some of PS5's new UX features, but more to come on that later. So it's pretty cool to see that. So we're going to be able to play our PS4 games on there. We're going to get some improvements in some cases, and we're also going to get some UI features as well. That's pretty cool. I am excited to see just what that looks like, and I think that we're probably going to see that next week. Are games from PlayStation VR backward compatible? Yes, PlayStation VR games are included among the thousands of PS4 games that are playable on PS5. And the one thing I do notice here is that it says that you need to use the PS4 camera. I don't think that the PS5 camera will be supported from the looks of this. It says, what about PS4 games on PS Now and PS Plus? Backward compatible PS4 games included in PS Plus or PS Now will run on PS5. That's an expectation. Can I stream PS4 games on PS5? Yes. Remote play from PS4 to PS5 and PS Now streaming are supported. The benefit of streaming is that you can save your storage space on PS5. Please note that the PS4 games will not leverage PS5's Game Boost through streaming, which is obvious as well. I mean, why would it? Overall, I will probably never use this remote play feature. If I'm going to play a PS4 game, I'll play it straight on my PS5, even though there is less storage space. So this is a big one. This is, how do PS4 game transfers and game saves work between the two consoles? I remember seeing some articles talking about possibly having to start from the beginning, and as I was saying in that video that we were discussing, I said it had to be a developer side of things. So they say you can transfer digital games game data and game saves from a PS4 console to PS5 console using LAN cables or by connecting wirelessly. If you've already stored PS4 games and game data in the external USB storage device connected to your PS4, you can bring them over to PS5 with that external USB storage device. And if you are a PS Plus member, you can also sync PS4 game saves on PS5 through cloud storage. And we discussed that as well. I said it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't just be able to do that. And it turns out that it didn't make sense that you wouldn't be able to do that. So you are able to do that. So yes, PS4 game transfer saves will work just fine. And you don't have to worry about that. It will be up to developers to support that, from my understanding. Spider-Man Miles Morales will also support cross-save functionality. Like I said, this is a given. Every game should. If it's not able to, it's a developer side of things. It is not PlayStation's fault. Lastly, games that are only playable on PS4 will be noted on PlayStation Store as playable on PS4 only. We have a list of games that are only playable on PS4 along with additional information on backwards compatibility. So they do have a link there. I believe it's something like 10 games, and they're not even major games that aren't compatible. So it's really not anything that anybody needs to really worry about. I think the biggest title I saw on there was a Hitman Go game. So if you're into that, that's the one game that you're going to have to play on PS4. And I really think it's not that bad. Considering 4,000 plus titles, only about 10 are going to give you issues. I think that's a win. I think there's nothing to be upset about there. I mean, it's seriously a win. I'm very impressed with their ability to make sure that all these games work with the exception of these 10. Anyway, on to our next article, and this comes from PSU.com titled Jim Ryan says PS5 value is obvious, promises to excite fans worldwide. Speaking with Neighbor, Jim Ryan says it is difficult to talk about the overall game market or other game consoles, but I think the value is obvious in the case of the PS5. We will excite fans around the world with the best exclusive games on the market today and deliver a truly next-generation device experience that will captivate them. So this is Jim Ryan. You know, he's the PlayStation boss. He's going to promote his brand. He's going to promote the console. But he's not only doing his job, he's speaking the truth in many ways because we know the studios are proven. We know they've put out the titles on the PS4, the PS3, the PS2, the PS1. We have seen the proof of their ability to make engaging exclusives, and it's only gotten stronger over time. If we look at PS4, you know, some of these studios have been at their best. Naughty Dog doing amazing things. You got Sony Santa Monica with God of War, the best game they've probably ever made. You have Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. Like, the list goes on. We can sit here all day and name off games and just how revolutionary they are in a lot of ways. So I think that not only do they have the proof of their ability to bring the best games out, they also have the proof of their consoles being well built. Like, they are good consoles. They don't have too many issues. I mean, the one thing that I would have complained about on the PS4 Pro that I have is that it's quite loud, and I've tried everything and anything to help decrease that fan noise, but it's just kind of the way the console was built, and it looks like that has been fixed with the PS5. So overall, I just think it's Jim Ryan speaking the truth. He's speaking not only to promote his brand, but speaking the truth on what the console will bring and also the games that are to come. So I respect that, and I think that this is a good reason for us to all be excited. I mean, they've been talking, they've been showing things, and there's no reason for us to not feel excited about the PS5. Now, obviously, there's a lot of titles we have yet to see from some of the biggest studios that they have, but I think once we do see them, it's going to be a whole nother level of excitement. And even so, without them right now, they still have a lot coming that we are going to get to enjoy pretty early on in the generation. Now, I'm going to pass this on to you guys. I'd love to know what you think of the whole backwards compatibility thing with the PS4 games. Are you happy with the result? Like, do you feel like this is a good way of handling PS4 to PS5 backwards compatibility? And lastly, do you feel Jim Ryan's words get you more excited about the PS5 and how it's coming out so soon? Does it make you feel good about purchasing the console, being that it is as expensive as it is? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description, and share this video with a friend. I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.